Hello, guys. Welcome back to my show, Get Real with Jasmine. I was watching some podcasts the other day, and I found out like some podcasts they are removing the intro part. Like they're not saying like welcome, blah blah blah. They just go straight into the conversation. So I'm like, maybe we can try that next time. Let's just dig right into our trauma, whatever. But anyway, okay. So I was watching Lady Gaga's performance the other day, and oh, by the way, the new album is so good. Really amazing. And you guys think like I only listen to Taylor Swift. That's not true. I also listen to other music, okay? But anyway, I was looking at this lady and I was looking at her performance and it was just so dramatic. I was looking at her the facial expression, her dance move, the way her sing is so dramatic and so different, so unique, so beautiful. And it just got me thinking like we're looking at this woman that is singing in a way that we would not expect from a singer. When we think about singer, it's probably someone that is just standing on the stage and just performing a song, but she's using her whole body to try to express something. And we're looking at the lady that is not beautiful in a traditional way. And so when she is not successful, people call that performance cringe. But when she is successful, this is art. And my point is, honey, if you're watching this, if you never feel fit in your life, that's because you are not meant to. But there's definitely a place for you in this world. Definitely. And I know that it's very lonely to feel like you're not belonging, to feel like you're not fitting in, because it's against human nature. We as human beings, we want to feel fit in. Look at the history. We live as a group. We need each other. And so it's not normal for people to feel like so isolated, so misunderstood, and so not belonging somewhere because we crave for that belonging. So if you're feeling lonely right now, or if you feel lonely your whole life because you feel like you cannot fit in, let's just take a moment to validate that feeling. It's okay to feel that way. It's normal to feel that way. And I feel you because I am that kid too. I was once that kid too. And I still feel that way sometimes. Maybe people around you, they laugh at you and they mock you, they misunderstand you, or they never try to understand you. And I want to tell you that just because people around you, they don't value you, it does not mean that you are not valuable. And we got to stop defining ourselves by how the people around us define us. We define ourselves. We are the one that in charge. We are the one that's in control. And I want to tell you that the fact that you never fit in is because you are born to stand out. You are never meant to walk on the path that everybody is walking on. You are meant to create your own path. And the path that you create is going to lead more people to walk on that path. And so it's a gift from God for you to not fitting in. And so like it doesn't matter what people say around you. Don't hide the light in you, because that's a beautiful gift from God. And like 100 years ago, right? Like when someone said the world is round, that person is a weirdo. I think he almost got executed because he has a different opinion, which turns out to be right. You get my point? Just because like who you are right now is someone is not understandable by people around you, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means it's different. I remember that when I first arrived in Dubai, I met this Singaporean girl, and oh my god, I had a greatest conversation with her. Greatest, like, amazing conversation. I remember like at the end I was like, please don't go back to Singapore. Can you stay in Dubai, please? But then she had to go. But anyway, we had this conversation and she was telling me that, okay, it was a long time ago, so I don't remember the exact conversation. So if you're watching this and I got it wrong, I'm sorry. And I remember she was telling me that she has some like emotions or like some trauma that she recently found out, and she found it difficult to talk about this with her friends because she felt like they couldn't understand that. That's why like she couldn't brought it up, and she probably just process all those feelings, emotions with herself. And I get that because I was in that position for years. But I told her that people around you cannot understand you sometimes. It's because you are meant to be the light for them, because these people, they haven't discovered that part about themselves. They haven't like found out that who they are today has a lot to do with the experience from the past, the trauma that they had. They're probably still struggling day to day life, thinking about, oh, where should I get my income tomorrow? How can I get more money? Stress about work. Instead of like thinking about their life purpose. So like people sometimes cannot understand you, or sometimes you feel like you cannot connect to people around you. That's not because they don't like you, they don't love you, or they are not trying to understand. It's because you are meant to be the light for them, to guide them through it, to help them to discover that part of themselves. For me, in my own experience, when I first moved to Australia, people around me are like, what is she doing? Nobody understand my choice, because I quit a 9 to 5 and literally start working as a waitress. And people are like, what the hell is she doing? Nobody understands me. And for a while, I was deeply ashamed of my choice. But now I made it. I managed to turn those experience into something greater. Then people look at me and they're like, wow, if that girl can quit her 9 to 5 and start working as a waitress, maybe it's not so scary for me to take some times off and to study abroad, to do something else, to chase my dream a little bit. Maybe it's not so scary for me to want to change to another career path. But when I did that, nobody could understand me, and nobody around me was doing that. And like, even when I started doing my podcast in the beginning, I was so scared, like how people around me would see me, like, what is that girl doing? But then I started to see my friends creating like content, and were like doing vision board, trust themselves more and love themselves more, and to understand that they deserve much more than they are having. And I'm like also seeing like my family, my mom trust herself more by me doing this, by me chasing my dreams every day. And my point is, I'm not trying to take credit from people that are doing these things, because my friends, my family, they are the one that's working harder every day. They are the one that's trusting themselves more. They do all the work. But my point is, by you being yourself, you are going to create a ripple effect that is larger than you can ever imagine. You are inspiring people just simply by being yourself. And so if you are in an environment, or right now you're in a situation that you feel like nobody can understand you, or you cannot connect to people around you, or you never feel fit in, because you are meant to be the light, honey. That's a fantastic news, because you are meant to be the light. You are meant to inspire people. You are meant to show your friends, your family, or the haters that if you can achieve what you want in life, they get to do that too. If you can heal from your past trauma, then they can do that too. If you can be so confident, maybe they get to love themselves a little bit more too. You are the one that is going to show them that whatever the vision they have in mind, it is all possible by you achieving that, by you being yourself. It's a greatest gift for not fitting in, and just start accepting that. You have to accept this is a gift first in order to use it, in order to take advantage of that. Because I think when I was feeling like really weird about myself, or like feel bad, feel like something's wrong with me, I cannot take advantage of that. I try to hide that. I try to like not let people see my true self. So for me to transform into who I am today, I really have to fully accept that whatever makes me different is actually a gift, and I have to take advantage of that, and to finally not only love that part of myself, but actually use it. And I feel like probably a lot of times in your life that you feel like you cannot be yourself. And you actually really try to fit in, and you hold back your emotions. You shut up in the classroom. You stop saying things. You stop dressing in a certain way. You just stop being like yourself. And honey, get this, okay? Every successful person that I can think of right now, they're weird in some way. They're weird or different in some way. They probably have a vision that nobody can see. They are over obsessing with something. They have a different race than the rest of the class. Like whatever. Every successful people that I can think of is not normal. Is not fitting in. And let's talk about like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, Mr. Beast, Lady Gaga. Are they normal? No. They are not normal. They are weird. They are weird. And start taking that as a compliment. Weird and special is the same word from different perspective. They are special and they are weird. Whatever. And you gotta stop trying to fit into the box that other people create for you, because you create your own box. You create your own box. And if the box that you created does not fit you anymore, just throw it away and create another box. Or maybe you don't need a box at all. Like, who cares? And I remember, like, when I first started my podcast, I would literally write down, like, the script, and I would memorize every single word. Really, like, every single word. Like, and I would repeat again and again and again, and I would start filming. But then when I was filming, I was so busy at memorizing what the script is, what am I supposed to say, that I lost the connection with my word. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, and I don't feel the things that I was talking about because I was so focused on perfection, and then I lost authenticity. And that was really like the opposite of why I created this. I created this because I want to share my mistakes. I want to share my stories. I want to share how I learned from it. It's probably the opposite of perfection. But then I was trying to do that. And then I found myself like so stressed about it. Like, I don't want to film anymore because it's like acting. It wasn't myself anymore. And I feel like I need to act in a certain way in order to be liked. So I was acting like dead serious. And I don't know, I was just trying so many things that wasn't me. And now I finally understand, like, I create my own box, and you don't get to tell me that how I want to behave. Like, I can be serious, yes, but I also want to be funny. I want to be goofy. I want to be everything that I am. And I don't have to like pretend to be someone that I am not in order to be like. And honey, that's you. Like, whatever I'm saying about myself, it's you, right? It's you don't have to keep pretending. Stop the pretending, because when you are pretending, right, you are not attracting people that truly likes you. And these people that you surround yourself with, they don't fulfill you, and they makes you feel very empty, because at the end of the day, say if you have a really bad day, when you have a really lonely time, and then you call these people, you're like, I'm blah, 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 blah. These people, they cannot relate to you. They don't understand you. Why? Because you never show them your true self. When you don't show people your true self, you don't connect to people that actually likes you. That's just that easy. So you gotta really like show yourself, whatever people think, but you be yourself. You're gonna attract people that truly likes you, truly understands you, and that could make you feel way less lonely. And another thing is that when you're not being yourself, people can see that. People can see that you are hiding, honey. When I was like, like in the beginning when I was making my videos and I'm not being myself, I was like looking dead serious and stuff. Like, even like my mom would tell me, like, my mom doesn't really speak English, but she would still watch my videos, which is super sweet. But she can see that. She was like when I started to be myself more, like one day it's like she told me that I feel like you are more confident, you are more yourself in the video. And I'm like, how do you know that? And she's like, well, I just can't see that. You know, that my point is, when you're not being yourself, it's not about the things that you said, the language that you speak, whatever. People can see that from your facial expression, from your body language, from the way you move, from the way, the tone. Like, it's the vibe. It's just the vibe. Their whole vibe is different. And when you are not being yourself, you don't look attractive. So if we're looking at this rationally, objectively, what do you gain by not being yourself? Not being laughed at, not being mocked? Is that what you want? Is that, like, yes, you will not be laughed at by laying low, by staying quiet. But you know what? People that are laughing at you, people that mock you, they sleep like a baby. Like, they literally don't give a fuck. Like, they will not go to bed and thinking about all those mean things that they said to you. But you stop being yourself because all these people say those mean things to you that they didn't even remember in 3 seconds. How does that make sense? Don't let those people win. I'm trying not to curse, but don't let those people win. Because what a shame. What a shame for hiding your light just because you are afraid of being hurt, being laughed at. And so you have two decisions right now. First one, hide your light, never understand your true potential, never really fulfill your life purpose. Or secondly, you can block all those noise outside and decide that you want to be yourself. You want to give it a try and to see how it's going to lead you. And I'm going to be honest, the path of being yourself is not easy. It can be very lonely, but you are lonely anyway, no? Like, does pretending to fit in makes you feel less lonely? Yes, for 2 seconds, and then what? And then you're back to being lonely again. And sometimes I feel like it's even lonelier when you are surrounded by people that don't understand you, when you are in a party and literally you are sitting in the corner and wondering, why am I here? I think that for me is the loneliest moment. So if you're lonely anyway, why not just be lonely but being yourself at the same time? When you are being unapologetically being yourself, that's when you are attractive. And then you attract people that actually values you. You know, most of my friends around me are weirdos. I was never attracted to like normal people. And these are the people that never have the same value as the rest of the family. These are the people that fly across the country. These are the people that fight against their family. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna be myself. But I love them so much because of all these values that they stand for. Ordinary sucks. Ordinary, it's just boring. And who wants that anyway? And I know that, yeah, like I said, it's lonely, but get this, okay? Get this. God will not give you a challenge that you cannot handle. God didn't choose anybody to handle this challenge but you. You are the chosen one. You are meant to be extraordinary. And you are extraordinary already. And you just gotta stop hiding that light for people to see that. So for people to see who you are. Especially like, okay, I probably wouldn't say this like 100 years ago, but we live in this modern age. Like, you can show yourself literally to the whole world. You can just put yourself on the internet if that's what you want, of course. But once you put yourself out there, 100%, I believe that you will find your followers. You will find people that relate to you, to your stories, and you're gonna inspire so many people that reach out to you. I'm like, oh my god, like, I've been through the exact same thing that you have been through, and thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you so much for letting me know that it is possible to let go of my trauma and to become who I am, like to chase my dream and to show me like what's actually possible. You're going to inspire people. It's gonna happen. And so I just hope you can see that right now, and I just hope that you can embrace yourself. And that's your homework today, honey. Just embrace that weird part of yourself. That is the part that are gonna set you apart from the world. And last, I just want to say that I got very emotional when I was writing um the script for this episode, because I think about myself, like my past experience when I was hiding in my room, when I was crying alone in my room, when I just don't feel like I have anybody to talk to, because I was so ashamed of my emotions about the things that I've been feeling. And I think about you. I think about the suffering that you are going through right now. I think about um the times that you feel misunderstood. I think about you that are probably still ashamed of who you are, or the values that you stand for, the way you dress, whatever, the things that makes you different. And I just want to tell you that you don't have to suffer. There are like hundreds of thousands of people out there feeling the same way as you. And it's just, you don't have to suffer alone, and you're not alone in this. I know you're lonely, but you are not alone in this. And trust me that the world has to see your light. You are you are just you are never meant to fit in. And this is really given to you for a reason. And once you let go of the limit that you put on yourself, you really get to see like how beautiful life could be. Like, life is not never just about suffering. And yeah, I hope that you get to see that, and I hope this episode helped. And again, I love you so much. I love you so much, and thank you for watching or listening to this episode. And by the way, if you like this episode, please like this video, whatever, and or leave a 5-star review. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye now.